Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you the best Instagram settings for the SocialPal software. So let's run through step by step. Targeting. So depending on your goal you want to choose different targeting options. You want to try and get the best follow back ratio that you can, so by following or interacting with accounts that have a very similar audience to you, going through certain hashtags or locations. So if you're a local business, you want to make sure you are using locations, and perhaps you want to do the followers of businesses in your competition in your area. You can choose to target people who interact with their stuff, so you know that they're an active follower showing interest. So you choose the likers or followings or commenters. Speed. So speed is just something that you want to be careful with. This is the difference between your account getting banned and your account successfully getting traffic, followers, and all that kind of stuff. Whenever you're starting an account, I do recommend to take it slow. I know that these look really low for a lot of other softwares and things like that, but when you first make an account and you start doing loads and loads of actions, Instagram will just block you straight away. I've lost 10-15 accounts all in the same minute from making this mistake. So make sure you lower your account in, even if it's just for a day. The default settings for the fast is only 6 an hour, 7 an hour for follows. You can definitely, scale this up. I mean, there's no reason why after a week you can't do 15 an hour, going up to 20 an hour. I honestly, especially with comments, don't do 20 an hour with comments, but I honestly wouldn't do any more than 20 likes an hour or 20 follows an hour, because you will get banned, and you want to look at the long run of this software. You don't want to look at getting all these followers and traffic right now, because that's not the way to use these kind of softwares, because you'll just get banned. So make sure you're patient with it, and then you'll get the most traffic over the lifetime of your Instagram account. With reposting, the most healthiest amount for your account wouldn't be any more than 3. I wouldn't repost any more than 3 pictures a day. This is for a couple of reasons. 1, it just looks spammy, and 2, you'll get more likes and comments on each photo. Direct messages an hour, well, I'd say 3 is fine. You can do more than that if you want, but direct messages are very, very obvious that you're using automation software. Comments, you don't want any more than 4 comments an hour. So moving on to filters. So the types of filters you're going to be choosing will depend on the goal, like we were saying in the first section. So filters is for the targeting options that you're filtering. For example, the media, the accounts that you're following. So let's just go through them, and I'll give you some really good tips for getting the best follow back ratio. So media age range, I normally go for a week. This doesn't really matter too much, but it can really help sometimes, because if you're doing something that's just been posted, loads and loads of people are going to be posting on there. If it's something that's been posted a few days ago, the person's going to think, oh, I've got another like on that photo that I posted a few days ago, and they're more likely to see you. So media type, I always go for any. This just means, what media are you going to be targeting, so whether it's photos or videos. So minimum likes filter and maximum likes filter are quite a big thing. If an account has 1,000 likes, they're never going to see your like. Same as if they're getting tons and tons of followers every single day. Because the idea of this software is liking and commenting, so that the person that you're doing it to will see your profile, and then they'll take action on your bio link, whatever it is. And using the software, you're finding the people who are most likely interested in what you have to offer. So the minimum likes, I'd go for about 10, because accounts that don't have any likes whatsoever will probably be spammy or bad accounts. So maximum likes, I'd go for about 40, 30. Like I said, this is because, if an account's getting tons and tons of likes, they're not going to see your like. And they're going to be an account that's more likely to be an influencer or a business or something. So with comments, it's exactly the same as likes. So you just want like a minimum of 3 comments, so you know that people are actually engaging on it, and then a maximum of 10 comments. 10 is the absolute maximum. Like I said, because if someone's got loads of comments, they're not really going to notice when you leave a comment. So these settings that have a little warning thing next to them are pretty important. So the user relation filter, this means that your followers and stuff like that, the people who are liking on your things, you don't want them to interact. You don't want to be interacting with them because they've already seen your stuff. You're looking for new people. So user profile filter basically means it's going to block out people with no profile picture, stuff like that. Oh, and if you're unsure about any of these things, just press the little icon here and it will explain to you exactly, and it will also give you some recommended values as well. I normally keep this on about medium. It's not a problem, you can have it on low, don't have it on off because you'll just get loads of spam accounts. So minimum followers and maximum followers. Like we were saying in the likes and the comments, if you're getting lots of likes and comments, then you've probably got a lot of followers. Therefore, you're not going to be interacting with your audience as much as somebody who only has a couple of followers and only gets a few likes and things like that. So the minimum followers, I'd go for about a minimum of 40 followers, 50 followers, 60 followers, because they've got to have a few followers, but if they haven't got any followers, then they will be a spam account or they're just not active. You want to be targeting people that are active on Instagram. Maximum followers, so this is like we were saying, an account with a lot of followers is going to have a lot of engagement, so I'd go for around 400 followers. So the minimum followings, so this is how many people the accounts are following. So for example, if they've got 5,000 followings, the chances of them botting or being, a spam account are really, really high, and they're just not going to pay attention to your profile whatsoever. The chances are that somebody isn't even checking that account. Also, you don't want an account that isn't active at all. So if somebody's following people, they're normally active on Instagram. So I'd go for around 50 followings, and then a maximum of 400 followings. So that's all for filters. Like I said, at any point if you're unsure, just click this little button here and it will tell you everything you need to know about each setting. Moving on to comments. So the first thing you'll see is a filter, don't comment the same users. I recommend just ticking this. So adding comments. So this software supports the spin tax thing. So this is how it works. You put the bracket there, you write something like, hey, hi, howdy. So this will just choose randomly one of these words within these brackets. So if you want to say, how are you? How are you? How are you doing? Again, this will choose one of these phrases at random. So it could be, hi, how are you? Or howdy, how are you? Or hey, how you doing? So this is how you use the spin tax thing. You can experiment with this. I mean, if you're going to be using it, you want to be really careful with it. Otherwise, I recommend purely just leaving emojis, because you can add tons and tons of them, and you could just be leaving in a random emoji. If you want to get people on your profile, then I recommend spending some time on this, because it can be really powerful and safe if you do it correctly. So direct message. Direct messages is a little bit the same as comment messages. So if you're going to be using the spin tax thing, you're going to be wanting to send them messages with emojis in, because if you put an emoji in there, they're more likely to reply back to you. So usually something that stands out, so the money emoji. Did you see this? Something that's going to make them curious and open it, because some people get loads and loads of DMs every day, or they just simply can't be bothered because they know that everyone that DMs them is just trying to pitch them. We're not necessarily trying to pitch them, we just want them to know that we're there. So them opening our message is more likely to get them to comment on our profile. I don't recommend leaving links in your direct messages, because if they are really interested, then they're going to click your profile bio. So all you have to say is, did you see this? It's in my bio. So you then just add the comment. If you put the spin tags in, obviously you're less likely to get caught. It's more of a genuine message. If you're sending 3 DMs an hour, then you probably want to have at least 20 of these different things, because you want to make sure that every single time it's something new. Going back to comments a second. So with comments, it's kind of like the DM as well. You do want to get people curious about what you have to offer. Like I said, if you want to be safe, just leave emojis. But add in another thing, if you want to get the best results possible, you can do things like, I've got a treat for you. Have you seen blah blah blah, whatever. You want to make them curious, and then they're more likely to click your profile. So follow, you just got a couple of filters here. Don't follow the same users, and don't follow private users. I tick both of them because you don't want to be following the same users, and you don't want to be following private users because the chances of them following you back are a lot lower. So unfollows, the source is your source. You can do all if you've been following people before you use the software. Unfollow users after sort of 1 day, that's about right. And don't unfollow my followers. So what this basically means is that you won't follow people who don't follow you back. So checking this box, you won't unfollow people that are following you back. Repost media, so you simply choose the locations, the usernames, the tags, whatever it was you were targeting. Let's click tags, and then up here, remember, it has our targeting. So if you leave caption in here, it's going to repost the caption that was in the media that you decided to repost. You can take all this out. If you want to add credit to it, credit to the person you repost, then you just put credit to the username by putting this in here. You can also do the full name as well. Choose a caption that's going to get people to like and comment on your photo. So things like if you like success, or like if you want money. This is depending on your niche, obviously. I'm working in the online business, so those are the sorts of things that I'll be doing. So then the more people that like your stuff and comment on your stuff, the more people that see it, and the chances of you being shown to a wider audience is obviously a lot higher. So always make sure your captions are getting people curious and getting people to engage on your stuff. So tags. When using tags, you don't want to do tags that are too big, and you don't want to do tags that are too small. You want to have a nice mixture of all of them. You want to make sure it's relevant and specific. You might want to think about tags that you've used in the past and what ones worked well for you. You simply might want to copy the tags that other accounts are using, that are successful accounts, not huge accounts, just successful ones that are growing as well. Locations, just choose the ones you want. I recommend, if you're selling things, then I recommend using tier 1 countries such as United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, United States. This is simply because they're more likely to buy. This is not the case in all cases though. I've had people all over the world buy things from me. This is purely if that's what you want. You want those sorts of followers, could be English speaking or whatever. Usernames are accounts that you want to use the media of, so you'd simply just search an account. Okay, so here you can see, and you just add usernames. If you want to check out their profile, you can just click their name. add the usernames in there. Blacklists, so these are things that you don't want to interact with. By default it does have a couple of things here. This is just simply to stop your account getting anything you really don't want on there. And auto stop, this is like a safety feature. If you're on the software all the time and watching your account a lot, then you don't really need to worry about the auto stop. Stop if there's no activity though. This one can be very beneficial because it will stop your account looking like spam. Obviously, if you want it to stop after a certain amount of likes, comments, follows, unfollowers, and direct messages and reposts, then yeah, put whatever values you want in here. Perhaps you only want to repost a couple of photos and then stop. Perhaps you want an account that only has 10 on, just to have something on your wall. You just stop it here by obviously pulling up the number. Definitely have stop if no activity. I mean, 3 hours would be fine. So those are the settings I recommend. As you can see, there isn't an awful lot to it. You just got to choose what's best for your account and the safety level you're at with the speed and things like that. If you've got any questions at all, then just leave a comment or get in touch with me. If there's anything that you want to know specifically, I can make you a quick video on it. Thanks for watching, guys.